I don't know if you knew this, but Netflix or Sesame Street, they were in a bad way. HBO did not renew their contract, and
I heard that Netflix bought the rights to the
yeah,
Sesame Street,
well,
which I will say, um, kind of scares me because that
no.
means that it'll only be around for 2 seasons and then Netflix will
Ha!
cancel it.
Right, how long have you been sitting on that joke? Like all
Since
week?
I heard the
Yeah, like
since I
all
heard the
week. Yeah,
news,
yeah, I
yeah.
know. Same. I saw like three different people who said the same thing, and it was like, gotta be worried that it'll last for 2 seasons and they'll cancel it. But the backstory is that HBO didn't renew their deal with Sesame Street, and and they were in kind of limbo. They didn't know where they were gonna go, and sorry, HBO did. Oh, and Trump and not funding PBS. The big concern was PBS was not being funded, so Sesame Street was gonna. Someone made it. I don't know if it was the actual Elmo account or if it was just like a meme, like a Photoshop meme. But someone made a really depressing meme of Elmo on LinkedIn, being like, I needs a new job. We've been working in the same place for 37 years. Thanks,
Yeah,
everybody. I'm like, that's really upsetting. That's really upsetting.
Yeah.
Yes. Netflix, and it's really funny because like doing this, you learn that people don't know how to read, or they don't read the shit that they. I mean, we've learned that plenty doing this, but you really do learn that people don't
They read head titles.
They just read headlines, yeah, and so people were like, "No, it's going to Netflix. No one's gonna watch it." And they did the same shit with when it went to HBO. We're like, nobody's gonna be able to watch it because it's going to be locked away on a streaming site that people have to pay for, and that defeats the entire purpose of Sesame Street, blah, 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 blah. And that's not true. Because if you read the actual deal, it's actually a better deal than HBO. Because the HBO deal was, it went on HBO first, and then after a certain amount of time, it aired on PBS. The deal with Netflix is its day and date. So it will air on PBS, and then it will air on Netflix at the same time, new episodes, as well as the entire back catalog is going to go to Netflix apparently, which is
Interesting.
which is crazy.
Isn't that like been on the air since like the 70s?
Yeah. Well, I know that
Isn't
some
that
of
like
the older shit they
isn't that like
rebranded.
isn't that like 50 years worth of content?
I think typically
If they put the entire back catalog.
I don't think they do the really old stuff because they and also. Yeah, I don't think they do the really old stuff. Like that's referred to as classic Sesame Street. But yeah, it will still be on PBS. Is the point? It will still.
So
be
I guess
available. It will still be there for everybody to love. It'll still be there.
I guess the thing that I'm curious about is it just the show, or does that come with all the Sesame Street things that they've done that are movies, like Elmo and Grouchland,
God, I
or
hope so. That would be neat.
follow that bird, or like all of those ones. There's a bunch of them, right?
Yeah, that would be neat. I'd be down.
Does Netflix also get those?
Right? I don't know. Yeah, I honestly don't know. Yeah, and it's fairly soon too that they're gonna start popping up on there. But the thing I learned this week, from a video that I saw on TikTok.
Because I love me some classic. I love me some classic Sesame Street.
Right? But no,
I grew up with that shit.
Is that Sesame Street is not funded by PBS. It's self-funded. It's funded by donors and the Sesame Street Workshop, who funds it. So it even if it didn't go Netflix, would have been fine. And a lot of people were raising all these alarms that were ultimately, which I guess is why Sesame Street never seemed that worried, because they knew they'd be fine. It would just be about. I mean, they're an institution. For them, it's just about like. I love them because they can run endlessly for all time. I mean, you just kind of got to train them to be clearly, because they swapped out Muppet performers over and over again over the years, and the kids don't fucking notice. We do. No. The kids don't notice, and that's all that matters.
You just have to make
some of them are good.
You just have to make it where they're close enough,
right? For like every person who doesn't like wrong sounding Kermit, like Elmo. You wouldn't know that Elmo got swapped out. I do. I notice a slight difference because I got really into learning about Clash, but that's only because I've listened to a lot of Elmo.
I was gonna say, but you're weird. You're a weird guy. So
I've listened to a lot of.
You're the outlier.
So I can hear a slight difference, but it's pretty.
But Kermit I can tell.
Kermit, and there's certain ones I Kermit. I notice Big Bird because Big Bird is also Eric Vogel. I noticed Ernie.
Yeah.
All the ones that Steve Whitmire used to do, I noticed. But like Eric Jacobson, the guy who took over for Frank Oz, is phenomenal. Like all of his like he's the one who took over Fozzie. Like he's been Fozzie for a while now. Like he was Fozzie.
And Fozzie sounds right.
Fozzie sounds right. He's Piggy. Like he's nailing Piggy.
Yeah.
And I just don't think, like, I think they're really trying to. Everyone's like, why are the Muppets failing? Why are the Muppets not succeeding with Disney in the way that like Sesame Street and Fraggle Rock is apparently wildly successful over on HBO? And they swapped the voices. I think it's just because Kermit is so just not right, and I think there are so many better voice matches out there that are closer, and I think they've just doubled and quadrupled down on him when they should have ditched him early on. Sorry, he's very good at other characters. He's just not good at Kermit.
It's just every time I heard him, he just sounded like he was what's his name? The world's most evil frog or whatever. Constantine.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounded like Constantine took out Kermit and silently replaced him.
Exactly.
And like that would be a funny bit is if they had it where it's like Kermit, like a new Kermit voice came out now, and you found out that Constantine had been replacing him for years, and they turned it into a bit. Yeah. That would be funny, like a Kermit that just sounds like better and sounds more like what we would all expect him to. Comes out and is like, you people didn't notice that I'd been replaced for years. Like what the heck?
That would be
and made a joke of it.
That'd be to do a sequel to Muppets Most Wanted and be like, yeah, this is our soft launch of the new Kermit voice. Because yeah, it's just there's so many comments that are like he just sounds wrong, and he's the only one. He's the only one who gets riveted.
So you know what, Disney? Give me a little bit of money and that idea is yours.
Right, you can have it. You can have that one.
I'm not expensive. I don't require much. Just a small. It's a pittance for you.
Just $1 million. $1 million. All right, I'll do it for you. You can have it. Jordan, yeah, they're making a. Hey there, everybody. It's Endcard Justin here. Let me know down in the comments. Do you actually read your articles on the internet, or do you just react to the headline and get mad like most people do? Let me know down in the comments. Either way, if you want to see the full podcast that this video is from, you can click the box on the left. That's going to take you to our Is It Rotten Tomatoes special. Or you can click the box on the right, and that's going to take you to a random video YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy. Or, if you would like, you can hit subscribe. We have videos that come out, I think, pretty much 7 days a week. Or you can just leave us a like. That helps us too. Either way, I've said either way a lot. I'm nailing this. We'll see you all in the next video, everybody.